每年的奥斯卡颁奖典礼当中，最佳外语片一直是备受全球影迷关注的一个奖项。今年共有71部外语片参与奥斯卡最佳外语片的角逐，在数量上也创造了历史之最。与往年相比，今年入围的5部影片竞争非常激烈，看点也非常多。现在就让我们去现场看一下。加拿大影片《战地巫师》由金·诺古伊执导。影片的故事发生在非洲，通过一个青春期女孩的视角，向观众展示了战争的残酷性。女主角科莫纳村庄在内战中被反叛军摧毁，自己也沦为娃娃兵和慰安妇。在恐惧中，她投靠并爱上了一个男孩，并称他为巫师。他们一起逃出营地之后，科莫纳竭尽全力回到自己的村庄，想要安葬自己的父母，以免他们变成幽灵。
Awa tuzana kati ya zamba tuzaba libere. Soki obongisi tali ngai te. Yo papa mama.
Il fallait aussi que je prenne à faire couler mes larmes dans ma tête pour pas qu'il voie quand je pleure.
You know, I got some ideas from Burundi, some from Burma, and from the Congo. You know, and it all kind of mixed itself together and created this fiction, but based on a lot of real-world realities.
战地巫师在刚果拍摄完成，演员阵容中大部分都是业余的非专业演员，他们也是这场残酷内战的目击者和受害者。现实主义的镜头中还穿插着有关非洲传说的梦，让人联想起无尽的悲伤、艰难和苦难。科莫纳也是一个标志，它象征着非洲人民对和平与人性的渴望。
It was very liberating for me, you know, the idea of when you're working with non-actors and when you're in such I guess rough filming condition, you kind of let go and you're trying to capture what's there in the moment rather than trying to you know, just stick to the storyboard and trying to have like a shopping list rather than just trying to be as authentic as possible. So that was very liberating for me, and you know, it was a real treat to do that.
智利导演帕布罗拉瑞恩执导，墨西哥明星盖尔加西亚主演的电影《No》，描述智利军事首领皮诺契因国际压力，在1988年被迫举行公投，结束他从1973年以血腥政变方式取得的政权。智利人民用 Yes 或者 No 的声音，决定未来的8年是否依旧受皮诺契的政治统治。
It's just the inspiration is in the history of my country, and it's a real story. So that's probably where it comes from.
影片 No 最显著的特征是它使用了1980年代日本制的设备进行拍摄，希望通过画面颗粒粗糙的质感来还原发生在1990年前后的景象。导演帕布罗拉瑞恩喜爱以讽刺批判的方式处理严肃的国家议题，同时 No 也是成为首部代表智利获得奥斯卡最佳外语片提名的电影。
¿Qué chucha hace un mimo en medio de mi película?
La oportunidad que tenemos de derrocar a la dictadura.
Fue un suicidio, serio, lógico que quieran ganar, pero no pueden, ¿cierto?
We shot in this sort of very old video format. That it's an analog video tape, and we did it because it was the only way to actually combine and merge both footage, you know, the original archival footage and where we were going to shoot. Yeah, so we needed to really match them, so it could be an illusion, it could be some same texture.
皇室风流史是2012年丹麦鬼才导演科莱阿塞尔跨刀制作的史诗献礼，以紧凑而流畅的叙事，精彩重现18世纪皇室中刻骨铭心的禁忌迷恋。丹麦德国实地取景，极致呈现宫廷的奢华浪漫以及欧洲优美风景，唯美精致的运动镜头更让整部影片色彩鲜明而撼动人心。
It's about the Age of Enlightenment back in Denmark and how the revolution, you know, about the new ideas that came into Europe. And it's also a great love story between a doctor who came to the royal court and the queen, and they fell in love sort of secretly. I spent a whole year just doing research, reading books, you know, reading letters, figuring out, and then writing the screenplay because it had to be very close to the truth.
同时，影片的演员阵容也非常强大，包括新科坎城影帝麦德斯·米科尔森、瑞典影后艾丽西卡·维坎德，以及本届柏林影帝3人，以扣人心弦的演出赋予角色立体鲜活的生命力。细心雕琢的电影美学搭配超强的演员阵容，也使《皇室风流史》成为一部理想、爱与友情交织的浪漫史诗巨作。
Kongen lader sig diktere direkte af en oplysningsmand.
Du er et skide provinslæge, og nu tror du kraftedeme, at du kan styre et helt land.
Jeg ved, hvad jeg så. Our affair would change a nation forever.
Kongen af Preussen har boldet min mor! Nej, nej, ja! Nej, nej, ja!
We shot the whole film in Prague, in Czech Republic, because we needed to find these old streets, that look like that age. And also, I had a great production designer, Nils Seyer, who spent so many months, figuring out how to do this for not that much money, because the budget is not that large, as you know, for a Scandinavian film. So you had to be very precise and practical about what to do. I mean, there was a lot of pressure to do it right, because if I'd done it wrong, it would have been a very bad thing. So there was a lot of pressure, but it's not a pressure that you feel when you direct, when you're actually shooting the film. You're so focused on every day, getting the material and working with the actors, that you don't really think about the pressure.
That Peruvians were the first to settle Polynesia.
孤筏重洋根据挪威著名探险家索尔海尔达尔的真实经历改编，讲述他在1947年与5位朋友乘坐木筏漂流，穿越太平洋的传奇冒险故事。孤筏重洋由乔阿吉姆·罗恩尼与艾斯彭·詹德伯格执导。他们2008年在挪威成功地推出了一部卖座的战争爱情片《马克思·马努斯》，也是当年挪威奥斯卡最佳外语片的申报代表。
Det er ingen som kan redde oss der ute.
Bortsett fra den teorien din.
Du vet at Sydekvatorialen ligger vestover? Siden vi knapt klarer å styre og er på helt feil kurs, tenkte jeg.
Vi skulle ha brukt litt vaier, vet du.
Disse tauene holdt for 1500 år siden, og de kommer til å holde nå.
Vær så snill, jeg bønnfaller deg.
Det ser verre til der.
Det er dette her vi tror på. Det er ingen andre her enn du som tror på ting!
Dette er større enn oss.
It was always a huge inspiration for us. We started making films together when we were about 10 years old. And Thor Heyerdahl, he was also the only Norwegian that ever won an Academy Award. Kon-Tiki actually won an Academy Award for Best Documentary in the early 50s. So he was also a great storyteller. And that was a huge inspiration for us when we grew up. And it was also a story that we always dreamt about making. And here we are, which is kind of surreal.
Yes, lots of challenges because it's open sea, so we had to shoot out in the ocean. Also, we have lots of sharks and whale sharks and lots of adventure and drama, and we had to combine all this into this feature. So it was a huge undertaking, but it went well, and now we're here.
There's always a fall height when you do a biopic. It's a biopic film about Thor Heyerdahl and the Kon-Tiki voyage. And everybody in Norway has an opinion about Thor Heyerdahl and knows the story very well. But it is also an international story. His book about the Kon-Tiki expedition sold over 50 million copies worldwide when he came out in the 50s. So everywhere we go, people have heard the story and have heard about Kon-Tiki. And of course, there is a responsibility to that, and we always want to be truthful. But this is a new Kon-Tiki chapter, and this is how our movie and our perception of the story is on the big screen.
奥地利、法国、德国3国合拍的作品《爱》，由曾拍摄《白丝带》和《钢琴教师》的奥地利导演迈克尔·哈内克执导，反映了哈内克对老年和疾病的思考。爱讲述的是巴黎一对年过80的夫妇的爱情。安妮和乔治都是退休的音乐教师。安妮中风后，他们的生活面临疾病的考验。乔治和安妮尽量维持日常生活，但乔治日益担忧失去安妮。安妮要求乔治在他失去生活能力后，不要让他痛苦。
Michael Haneke wrote the script exactly for Monsieur d'Artagnan. We was only looking for Madame Elvira Riva because this was not sure in the beginning of writing the script. But writing the script, he didn't know he wanted to have Monsieur Jean-Luc D'Artagnan, and it happened.
影片《爱》因为其冷峻真实的表达而获得了许多媒体不错的评价。Hollywood Reporter 称影片是爱情挽歌。演员完美的表演使得影片看起来并没有那么令人难过，但是迈克尔·哈内克还是用真实的老去、疾病和死亡对爱情做了终极的考量和检测。和他的上一部金棕榈电影《白丝带》一样，这部电影也充满了道德和良知的选择与拷问。
Michael Haneke wanted to sell that we speak about the film, what is the aim of this film, because it's not the aim. Every visitor should have his own opinion when he have seen the film, and therefore I wanted to speak about what should be this film. Just before a lady here from a TV said to me, this film broke a taboo, and I think that's right, because in this time it goes under the skin, and I think that's a special working of Michael Haneke.